Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. Thank you so much for joining us today. On this episode of Red Carpet, we have stranded Gambian migrants turning to hip-hop for therapy in Germany. A South African fashion designer staying true to his roots, and we'll look at some of soccer's best talents that are absent from the upcoming FIFA World Cup. Let's get on with the show.
Amazon Prime Video premiered Rihanna's fourth Savage Fenty show, which featured Cara Delevingne, Simu Liu, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and Taraji P. Henson wearing the designer's sexy creations. Also performing during the fashion show were Anita, Don Toliver, Maxwell, and Burna Boy. During a concert in Paris, Afrobeat sensation Yemi Alade proved her star power. During her sold-out performance in Paris' Olympia Hall, the singer captivated her audience with some of her hits, including Africa and Oh My Gosh. American rapper and producer 50 Cent has announced that he will be producing a television series about convicted international internet fraudster Raymond Abbas, aka Hush Puppy. The announcement was made on 50 Cent's Instagram account. Hush Puppy gained millions of followers online for flaunting a glamorous, trendy lifestyle. He was arrested in June 2020 by the Dubai police for committing cybercrimes. A judge in California sentenced Hush Puppy to 11 years in prison, and he was ordered to pay $1.7 million in restitution to two fraud victims. Nigerian music star and performer Divine Ikubor, known as Rema, caused panic among his fans after passing out on stage at a hugely packed concert at the O2 Brixton in the UK. A viral video showed Rema being rushed off stage on a stretcher as people around tried to help. Later, a source at the venue revealed that the whole thing was a joke. Rema pretended to have collapsed, then they dimmed the lights and he ran back on stage to end the show energetically. The Academy Awards, better known as the Oscars, just announced that Jimmy Kimmel, host and producer of the Emmy-winning late-night talk show Jimmy Kimmel Live, will return to host the 95th Academy Awards. Kimmel hosted back-to-back shows in 2017 and 2018. Molly McNary will also serve as executive producer. The 95th Academy Awards will be broadcast live on ABC and other broadcasters around the world on March 12, 2023. Universal Studios has enlisted Black Panther Wakanda Forever co-writer Joe Robert Cole and director Alan Hughes, who with his brother Albert directed movies such as Menace to Society and Dead Presidents, to produce a biopic of iconic rapper and entertainment mogul Snoop Dogg. Snoop is heavily involved with the project, which will incorporate music from his past catalog. He is also producing the feature along with Sarah Raymaker and Hughes. The project will mark the inaugural film from Snoop's Death Row Pictures, which he runs with Raymaker. Jay-Z, considered one of the greatest rappers of all time, reminded fans of his longevity in the game with an Instagram pic posted by his longtime engineer, Young Guru. The Roc Nation founder can be seen posing at the edge of a couch with his extensive Grammy collection, surrounded by bowls of snacks. Jay-Z appears to be drinking from one of the trophies, an ode to the famous pic of him drinking his Douce Cognac out of a Grammy at the 2013 ceremony. In other news, Jay-Z and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos are exploring a potential joint bid on the Washington Commanders, two sources with knowledge of the talks told CNN. Condé Nast has filed a lawsuit against Drake and 21 Savage for allegedly using the Fashion Bible's name without permission to promote their new album, Her Loss, and argued the musician's publicity campaign was built entirely on the unauthorized use of Vogue's trademarks and false claims they would appear on the next cover of the publication with the love and support of editor-in-chief Anna Wintour. Condé Nast, which is also known as Advanced Magazine Publishers, Inc., is seeking at least $4 million in damages or triple the star's profits from their album and counterfeit magazine.
And now to some fashion news. Celebrated South African fashion designer Thebe Magugu says that he wants to stay close to his roots. Here's more.
Hi, my name is Thebe Magugu. Welcome to my studio.
Magugu is one of South Africa's celebrated fashion designers. The 29-year-old won the prestigious LVMH Prize for Young Designers in 2019. His clothes have been worn by celebrities, including Rihanna and Miley Cyrus. And he has recently launched a new collection with global sportswear brand Adidas. He says he's come a long way from where he started.
I'm also particularly proud of it, because I think it showed people that if I can do it, someone from, the township, all those sort of things, and a lot of hardships along the way, can still sit in a room with Anna Winter, Naomi, and all those people, that they can do it too. And I think what's really special is that you see, if you follow the LVMH Prize since 2019, there's always been a South African in there.
Earlier this month, Magugu showcased his Discard Theory collection at London's Victoria and Albert Museum. He created the pieces using discarded clothing from dumpsters in downtown Johannesburg.
We have this full pleated skirt.
As he grows on the international scene, Magugu says he wants to stay true to his South African roots. And he hopes his success will inspire other young people on the continent.
I think I also love the idea that my collections, which are so sort of imbued with a lot of my own personal history and my own sort of stories, are getting recognized and worn by people all over the world. It's very specific collections to Africa and South Africa, but anyone in Japan or anyone in America, can feel like part of this universe that I'm building in a lot of ways. And it all comes together to form quite a beautiful, chic outfit.
The world's richest man, Elon Musk's first major revision since taking over Twitter was launched recently on Apple's App Store to charge an $8 monthly subscription for a blue checkmark verification. Here is more.
Twitter has updated its app in Apple's App Store to begin charging $8 for the sought-after blue check verification marks in some countries. The move on Saturday marks Elon Musk's first major revision of the social media platform. The change coming a week after Musk took over Twitter in a $44 billion deal. The billionaire entrepreneur has cut half the staff at Twitter and vowed to start charging users for blue ticks. In an update to Apple iOS devices, Twitter said those who sign up now for $7.99 a month can receive the blue checkmark next to their usernames, quote, just like the celebrities, companies and politicians you already follow. Before Musk took over, blue ticks next to a person's username meant Twitter had confirmed the account belonged to the person or company claiming it. It was not immediately clear how or if Twitter planned to verify the identity of the user beyond charging a fee.
A number of major advertisers have stopped spending on Twitter.
According to the iOS notification, other benefits in the update include half the ads, the ability to post longer videos to Twitter, and priority ranking for quality content. Twitter and Musk did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Twitter's new boss flagged the updates earlier this week in his push to monetize the social media network and make it less reliant on ads. Twitter's update said the new service with verification will be available in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom.
And in some music news, when Germany opened its borders to more than 1 million migrants in 2015, 2 young Gambians were among them. Their escape to Europe made them turn to hip-hop music to deal with the impact of their ordeal. Let's take a look.
In Deutschland, where we at, where we came from, Gambia, the West Coast, where we came from.
28-year-old Marcus Nije recalls how, at the time, everybody wanted to leave.
Everybody wanted to go by that time because it was Libya, Gaddafi was dead, and the country was just not having the control and everything was just mixed up. So people have a chance to come to Europe like we.
It took Marcus 6 months to get from Gambia in Western Africa to Italy and another 6 months to make it to Germany. Today, Marcus and his 23-year-old friend Mom Ibrahim McIntyre live in Munich, the capital of Bavaria, better known for the Oktoberfest beer festival and brass bands than hip-hop music. Marcus recalls how he and other migrants he met on the way ran out of money.
Sometimes you go to work, there's a war going on, or they will kidnap you, you know what I mean? They will kidnap you and tell you, they call your parents in Africa, tell them that, they need to give you some money. It was a really, really difficult time. That's why we have this name of this album still here, because when you pass through, like, they put a gun on you, they put a knife on you,
Yo, stop the pointing, we're not the same man name.
Marcus's younger friend Mam first arrived in Italy, where at age 13 he woke up in an intensive care unit after his escape across the Mediterranean, of which he has no memory of. He then made it to Germany, where his mental scars persist 7 years later.
All my pain, happiness, whatever experience, everything what I go through, I just put it on the music and it helps me a lot, because I cannot chat with people about my stuffs. I use my music as my therapy, because like in Deutschland, like when you have too much of things on your head, things going on, you know what I'm saying? Like they always say that you need a therapy and to talk about it and stuff like that. But music like that we do, I see it as a therapy, because we're going to talk with nobody, you know what I'm saying? Our feelings and what we go through is too much of things going on.
We see the group, we see the band, we see the day, we see the light. It's like we've been giving back lives from them streets,
He and Marcus and their band One Corner pointedly called their debut album Still Here, and every once in a while they get to perform in front of a small audience at Munich's Bellevue de Monaco cultural institution designed for migrants.
And now to some sports news. The FIFA World Cup begins on November the 20th in Qatar. I will be in Accra supporting the Black Stars. Are you ready for this? Right here on Red Carpet, we'll be covering it. And with more than 800 players traveling to Qatar to take part in the tournament. However, some of the world's best won't be there as their nations failed to qualify for the World Cup, while others have succumbed to injuries. Let's take a look.
This year's World Cup is the first to be held in a Middle Eastern country. The tournament has been rescheduled to the Northern Hemisphere's winter months to avoid the intense summer heat in Qatar. Qatar, the smallest country to have hosted soccer's global showpiece tournament, is prepared for an estimated 1.2 million visitors during the World Cup. While many huge names in the sport are expected to participate, many players whose countries did not qualify will be missing from the tournament. Perhaps the two biggest names are Manchester City's Norwegian striker Erling Haaland and Egypt's Mohamed Salah. Others include Riyad Mahrez of Algeria and Sweden's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. European champions Italy are also a surprise omission from the tournament after Roberto Mancini's side failed to win their qualifying group and suffered a surprise defeat by North Macedonia in the European playoffs. The tournament begins on November 20 with the hosts Qatar playing Ecuador at the Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor. The Lusail Stadium will host the final on December 18.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram. We are also on YouTube, where you can watch our videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.